Y'all saw the thumbnail, y'all read the title, you know what you're here to watch. So we're just gonna get into it. I'm gonna go ahead and get everything unboxed. I did not get an unboxing of the PC on video, sadly, but we did get the peripherals and some of, well, you'll just see. I don't even know what it's called. But yeah, we're gonna take a look at all those. We're gonna go in game, see how the PC performs, and yeah, hopefully y'all enjoy. Alright, so first things first, we go ahead and peel these things off the PC. I went ahead and got all those off. Sorry to not get the unboxing. But once we had all those, we went and booted it up. And then I had to go and set everything up. Don't mind the wall. But here's the mouse that I ended up getting with the PC. It honestly was not that bad, y'all. Like, it's a pretty good mouse. It even has the side buttons, and the clicks feel pretty good. The only thing that's a little bit not good is that it's wired, but that's fine. Next up, we're gonna be getting the keyboard. So this is also the keyboard that came with. Go ahead, open the keyboard, get it all checked out. You're gonna see that it's a full-size keyboard, so it's like it's gonna take up a little bit of space on your desk, but at least you'll have the keyboard, right? Luckily, I already had a keyboard and mouse. They're not the best. They are membrane that I already have, but they get the job done. Now this one was pretty nice in the box because the backplate was actually metal. I don't think I showed it off there, but yeah, the backplate was metal. And so the next thing we're gonna do is go ahead and get into the game, which I haven't played in 8 months. So yeah. For some reason, my ping was ridiculously high here, but I feel like I was still moving pretty good, especially having not played in 8 months. This was really good, and on 130 ping, so we were moving, y'all. Next up, we're going to be into my personal favorite game mode, which is box fights. And this one, I low-key found a gem, because it's not just regular, like it's infinite. You don't have to wait for the match to restart, you just get straight up in there. So it's pretty fun, and I felt like I did pretty good, and the ping was a little bit lower. Whenever I first got into the match, I realized my ping was way too high, and that was actually because I was on the wrong servers. So I ended up leaving and then swapping my servers, and that was probably even what was going on in the free build map. But once we joined back up, we were on way better ping. Once we got in and we were in the lower ping, I was actually having a lot of fun getting some eliminations and just overall having a good time. You know, it's not about winning all the time, it's about the fun, guys. That's what we gotta understand. That might have sounded corny, but yeah, we were just chilling. All right, back for the first time in 8 months. We were having a good time here, even if we were getting brutally killed sometimes. But yeah, I was really liking the box fights, and I played for like 20 minutes. I don't have all the clips here, just the main highlights. So the next thing we're going to be getting into is a regular battle royale game, just because I haven't played in a while and I need to see what the new season is like. So yeah, let's get into it. So the first thing we noticed whenever we got in the game is that the ping was yet again high. And I know you guys are probably fed up of hearing me saying anything about ping, but it gets to a point Like, I just paid some money for the PC. We pay monthly for Wi-Fi. We need some lower ping. Fortnite, save me, please. Yeah, besides that, we dropped at Sandy Strip. That was the first drop. We got over there. And, y'all, you're gonna say something about, this ain't the first time in 8 months. He already had the location. Yes, I did play a little bit before I filmed the video. Alright, my bad. But, calm down, y'all. But anyway, we looted up, we got everything we needed. We could not find minis. Hey, don't blame me. Don't blame me. We kept looking for minis. We couldn't find any. In any of the chests, there were no minis. Alright. We just kept looting though. We ended up getting an actually like pretty stacked loadout here. And then we finally realized there was no minis and decided to pop the bigs. And this was the fatal flaw, because I instantly got sent back to the lobby. But we're not gonna let you down. We're gonna play another match just to make it more entertaining, because that was not enough. Alright. But I'm not gonna lie to y'all and say that was the first match and I won. No. We're gonna put the true footage. In this one, we dropped at Sus Studios, the best drop, and we were ready here. We were destined for greatness here. We got some ammo first, no gun, then we got this tiny little pistol, and I was not about to get zapped by this dude, so I had to take him out. Then we looted up. And did some more looting up. And then finally we were ready to leave. I hopped in this Mandalorian. Wait, Mandalorian? What am I saying, y'all? DeLorean. But we hit the time travel emote. And then hit some Rocket League trick, and I decided to open that chest on top to see what we get. And we happened to get an infantry rifle, which I didn't know about carrying, but I decided to carry it, and we would make do. Alright. And this was actually a good thing, because immediately I got a kill. Now, don't hate on me, I know that was a bot. We got this dude immediately after. I could have played it safer, but, you know, we still got him. Still got him, boys. We still got it after a long time. Then I did so much damage to this guy, and he just would not die, and he ended up, like, disappearing. And I have no idea whatever even happened to him, because I never saw him again. He probably got killed by the guy that was also shooting at him. But I didn't even see it. Like, I feel like he just full dipped. But anyway, I didn't want this guy to steal the kill, so I ended up killing him and then going back for the other guy. But like I said, he was a ghost, y'all. I couldn't find him anywhere. He just full actually dipped out of here. But then I was hitting the rotates, moving around, trying to look for people, and I was just chilling in this bush when I saw this kid, and yeah, it was a bad fate for him. But we ended up staying here for a little bit, looking for more people, and then rotating towards the loot, because, you know, I was hungry for that loot. And then we wanted to move to a better position, and that's what we ended up doing here. And once I moved up there, it kind of caught me off guard though, and you'll see here, and I was playing a little shaky, because there was a kid hiding in this bush, just waiting for the opportunity. And I know I was just doing that, but not when someone's about to rotate to me, you know. So we end up fighting it out. I got that dude a few times, tiny little hits. He didn't really get anything crazy on me, but I could have played more defensive. But at the end of the day, if you get the kill, you get the kill, right? I don't know. Maybe that's not how the pros look at it, but I'm not a pro. So we picked up the heals, but another dude was pushing, so we had to get out of there. And this dude was eager for it. Let me tell you that. I ended up getting his toes first shot out of the box there. But then, like, this dude was, like, I had to play safe. Because my man was ready for it. And I was kind of messing up the edits here. But don't hate, y'all. Don't hate. I was chilling. You know, it's about the fun, like I said. But, you know, forgetting about that, we ended up playing safe as much as we could, getting some good little shots until he got us pretty low. I'll admit that. He got us. But we ended up getting the chug. We healed up. We were ready to fight, bro. And we ended up going and pulling some unseen moves, not gonna lie. This is behind the scenes footage right here. We end up going for the height, and you know, we were sitting like a duck a little bit, but we did what we could to get bro back to the lobby. And he was running away, and he knew it was over here, so we got him. But yeah, after we killed him, we grabbed the loot and ended up rotating to somewhere else over here in the zone. And I was getting shot from somewhere for a little while, and I just did not see bro until finally I opened up this side wall, and bro was literally right there the whole time. And it's a bot, but you know, I think they advanced them, or maybe I'm just trash, because he got some actual decent shots on me, and I could not let that slide. So we ended up eliminating bro, and then going in for his loot, because, you know, we were greedy and wanted to get back to full shield. And that's what we ended up doing right here. Once we got the loot, we were trying to heal, but then we got pushed by yet another dude, and we ended up getting the big off, thankfully. This is probably what saved us here, but might have harmed us for the future. It's a little bit of foreshadowing, we could say. But yeah, this guy ended up actually running away, and I only do like 20 damage to him before he runs away. Maybe he was just rotating, but I got a lot of shots on him in the air, and I ended up chasing him right after. And now, lucky for me, my aim was on point, and I was getting a lot of shots in the air, except for the last one, the literal last one that I had to get. I could not land, and he got away, y'all. But I decided to rotate towards him, because I was not letting that slide. Once I got over there, I thought this other guy was them, but sadly it was not. And then I thought it was the one in the shed. I don't even think it was them either, because they started beaming me, and the other person didn't even have that good of an aim, so I don't think that was them. But I ended up getting held in storm and started lagging here, as you can see by that red X in the corner. But we thankfully just barely made it out, as you will see here. We popped that last slurp, and we know what to do. We know what we have to do. So we start spinning around in the air with this jetpack thing, and thankfully make it in. Now sadly the dude followed me, and so I had no idea what to do here, to be honest. I was kind of just going crazy. But I'll let y'all see what happens here. I won't do any more voiceovers. Y'all can see for yourself. End up getting killed here. We got knocked with self-revive, but we all know that does nothing. So we sadly head back to lobby. We didn't win the first 2 games on the PC, but you know what? We had fun. And this thing is a beast. Uncapped, we get like 700 in creative, 400 in game, FPS, and that's pretty good. I personally have been liking to keep it capped at 360 because consistency is key. We love that consistency. And y'all, I almost forgot, but I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all where I got the PC, what are the specs, and what I like about it. So, PC, I got it from Skytech Gaming. I was originally gonna build it, but at the time, because of the RAM prices, it was actually cheaper for me to buy it. So, shout out to Skytech. Now, at the time, it was actually cheaper, and now the PC is $1,600, whereas whenever I got mine, it was $1,500, but there was the Black Friday discount going on, and we ended up getting it for $1,430 or something like that. Now, inside, 9070 XT GPU, Ryzen 7 7700 CPU, and 32 gigabytes of the DDR5 RAM. Now, I'm a millionaire, y'all. But, anyways, guys, I really hope you liked the video, and stay tuned for a new one. I'm gonna keep grinding. I know it's been rough lately. I know I haven't been outputting the same as I used to, but I'm hoping the quality will end up growing and we will actually have a good, entertaining channel. So let me know if you liked it. Press that hype button. Make sure to send this to your grandma. Yes, your grandma. That'll be it for today. See ya.